Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sharing the Mouse. Like we said from the beginning of our Christmas trip, we were going to have the Coolies back. Hello, Katie and Corey. How are you?
We are good.
Fantastic, Dave.
You look a little, I got some sun today.
Got some
Actually,
sun.
I didn't notice that earlier.
Yeah, I've been, when summer hits, the sun comes out, I try to stay outside, yard work, golf,
Yeah. You
Golf.
probably golf first.
Golf.
And
Well,
then yard work later. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Before we get into the show, which is going to be a lot of...
We're almost halfway after Christmas.
I know.
You guys are going on your next trip.
We're almost
in
to
a
our
month.
summer trip.
It's halfway to Christmas.
What do they call
right
that?
now.
It's like Christmas in June or Christmas in July. It's like half Christmas. They have,
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, because we've been talking about how we're going to Disneyland this summer. So we're talking about... We haven't even actually started talking about that yet. We've still been recapping... Just because I know you guys.
Well, we
don't
finally
listen to
just
us.
came down. Like we've been on that high. We finally just kind of
Yeah.
understood what happened.
We've talked about Brooke and I have talked about our experiences this last trip with the rides and new restaurants and stuff like that. So now we're going to get the Cooley's perspective because this was their first trip to Disney World. So we'll get into that. But I got to mention a couple of things. For one, this is our 50th episode.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah. And it's taken a while to get there because we don't do them as often as we should. But this is number 50. So thanks, everybody. For listening.
Cool.
And we launched, recently we launched, thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
little fuzzy. Had a little fuzzy.
A little something.
We launched a Patreon page a little while
did,
ago.
yeah.
We did.
Sweet, man.
And we got our first patron.
Hey.
So thank you. Her name's Taylor. In fact, I hope it's a girl.
Taylor.
I'm not 100% sure.
Could
But,
be Taylor.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
but thank you. Which will definitely make us do more.
Yeah. Good.
Right?
For real.
Keep them honest,
Yeah.
Taylor.
Keep 'em honest.
Keep them honest.
Thank
You got to get them
Yes.
honest. Keep them honest.
Yeah. Have you contributed?
Well,
No. Okay.
I'm
I like
contributing
how
right
Dave
now.
looks at me and says, I know you guys don't watch my show. When was the last time you watched
My
mine?
time is worth.
Yeah.
I do eventually watch your shows, Katie.
That is so true. Touche.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is contributing right here. This is our,
That's right. That's right. So really, thank you for joining our Patreon. There's some hopefully some good rewards there. Go check it out at patreon.com/sharingthemouse. And you can find out all the stuff from there. But this is number 50, and we are going to be talking a lot about our last Christmas trip, but then going forward here in we're leaving in 5 or 6 weeks. We're
32 days.
32
something like
days.
that. I think
So we'll talk a lot
Or
about
something
our
like that.
Disneyland.
50 days
We
and
don't
7
know
hours,
that.
but I don't know.
Who's counting?
because Disneyland, I have no idea. It's not like we're going back to Disney World.
I know,
We're used to
no.
it. So
Disneyland.
See,
Disneyland.
Disneyland, I have more experience with. Than
That's
Disney
right.
Yeah.
From living in LA, so it's
There
not
you
like
go.
I went a lot, but I mean, at least 5 times when I was
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I don't remember anything from it.
5 Timers Club.
and of course,
Just a-
I always start off by saying
Timers Club.
at Brooke Cottingham Travel if you're looking to book a trip.
That's me.
Hopefully the Coolies by the end of the show will vouch for her.
Yes, of course we would. We had a blast. Are you kidding?
I tell people all the.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been quite a few times where people. I mean, obviously they know of the show and they know of you here, at least locally, and they'll go. You probably have it easy because of Brooke. I said, I'm not kidding you. Like it's just like with anything else, like a doctor or a dentist or a real estate agent. It's like, why would you go do that yourself? Just hand it off to someone who knows what they're doing, and it is so easy. It's just like just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the
No,
best.
like-
I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
trying to do a beach vacation for the summer, and I
She can't do it.
those. So I'm like, I have
She
to
don't
do
know.
this myself. I have to research
This
and
beach or
find
that
what's
beach.
local and ugh.
Blah.
Beach vacations.
No, I mean it's
Yeah.
convenient when someone does the homework
Yeah.
for you.
Totally.
Especially with all the changes that are happening and happen so frequently.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like no mask now.
You're correct.
That's huge.
You're
No
plugged
mask
in.
now. So Disney World in Christmas, during Christmas, that's the trip. And I know it's been a few months, but hopefully you guys can remember back. I went back and Brooke was listening a little bit. We went back and listened to the show that you all were on just to kind of refresh my memory on things that you said. So let's get right into it. First, one of the first questions I asked you on the last show was, what were you looking forward to most seeing or experiencing? Katie, you answered in a sense really just the atmosphere, just kind of what it looked like, what it felt like. You said you were gonna probably cry a few times. Corey, it's weird because you never really got into an answer.
I talked a lot, but never really came to
really get into an answer.
That sounds about right.
Like, was it Avery's
I thought it was Avery.
reaction?
I thought it was Avery.
No, that was later.
I think it
That
was
was later.
later. Okay.
That was
All
later.
right.
But
That did happen.
But so let's just talk about the overall atmosphere and
Yeah.
the feeling of going to the parks. How did that?
Complete immersion. Like
Yeah.
you are in a place. It's like you're not in America. You're not in anything. You are at Disney. Like you are. It's a whole different thing. It's
A whole new world.
A whole new world. It was crazy. I mean, from the moment, really, it almost felt like the moment I landed. Almost like it just felt different. But really, it was when we got into the hotel. I think that was when it was nothing I'd ever seen before.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. Like it had those Moroccan lanterns.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
oh,
love
it just
it.
transports you into it's so strange. I don't know. I mean, the hotel, and that's when it kind of started, and then you get to Magic Kingdom, and you're like, oh my gosh, like you've seen 1,000 pictures of it, but it just doesn't.
All the commercials, all the
commercials,
yeah.
it just doesn't do it. So that was probably that. I think it was.
Well, seeing the castle,
Shell shock a little
of course,
bit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there is the castle,
Yeah.
and and,
And
that
it just pops up
changed
like it's
colors.
like you don't see
Yeah.
it immediately. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, totally.
But
That
the
was
Christmas parade on that little main street, I was
Yeah.
obsessed
Oh,
with
yeah.
the main street. So, and then it had like the snow.
The snow.
Oh my gosh, that was
you
like
go.
the cutest thing. I was just like, this doesn't even look real. I mean, I know it's not real. None of it was real, but
it's
it
real.
was cool.
Yeah. And the girls were dancing and twirling in the middle of the street.
And then they
Yeah.
had all those performances and
Yeah.
I mean, that was really cool because
Yeah.
just seeing everything, and of course, all the food.
Well, just so our listeners know too, when we arrived there, we had the afternoon pretty much to ourselves, and so our first experience with you guys going was we went to the Christmas party that night at Magic Kingdom.
That was
So
crazy.
Yeah.
We went to Disney Springs first.
well, we did.
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
little
right.
bit.
That
No,
was-
that's what I'm saying. We had the afternoon.
Okay.
We went to Disney Springs, but we just hung out at the hotel and everything at Coronado Springs until we went to. So your first. It was
the Christmas
nighttime,
party,
right?
yeah.
It was pretty much dark going into to Magic Kingdom. So what did you think of Coronado Springs?
Oh, I thought it was a beautiful hotel, and we also I forgot we ate at that little restaurant
Yes.
on the dock.
As the sun was going down.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was beautiful, and they had I think we had
The best guacamole ever.
but we had that mixed drink. I forgot what it was called, but it was really good.
It was no.
A margarita or something.
I think so. Yeah, it was. It just was like. It's crazy.
But it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
On the water.
Disney in the daytime, Disney in the night. It's like two different parks. All the
is.
parks are like that. I feel like because it's crazy.
It sounds like there's a beast trying to get
a
on our door.
mongrel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's barley.
Herberus or Herberus, whatever his name is. It's like two different parks, and then but I got the sense of walking in there, or when we in the hotel, then we went to that restaurant. That there was so much more to do, and like that whole sense of we have a whole week here,
Yeah.
and we're just going to this. Like it just was a perfect liftoff, and you just knew because there was a pool there, and it's like there was you could
Was
see
that the
things.
first day too?
You could
Yeah.
see Everest, I think, from
to the
our.
pool?
You
from
could.
our-
You could see Everest.
Did
Yeah.
they go to the pool the first
like
day?
Yeah, they went to the pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we crammed a lot in that first day.
Yeah, we did.
It was like almost overwhelming. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Oh.
I like this. I like this so much. I don't
Yeah.
want to go to the next thing. No, I'll go to the next thing. No, I don't want to
Yeah.
live there. Like
Yeah.
They did the
what I'm trying to
pool,
do.
and then we did. That's when we went to dinner, and then we went to the park. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And so
exciting.
it was nighttime, so everything was just
Yes.
lit up, and I remember staring at the castle because it was changing colors.
Yeah.
And that was really cool.
It would do like different Christmas sweater designs or
Yeah.
15 minutes. Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
like shimmer and then it's just it's those little things. You pick those up along the way. I feel like by the end of the week I was like Straight up, I was expert. I'm like, yep. Like, you knew, like, you could tell when the bus was going to go all the way around, or tell when the bus would stop at your, like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Right. Yeah.
the bus had to go all the way around the hotel, and you always had to ask, like, is this bus going straight to whatever it was, and
the park
the park, because otherwise you'd be in there for
because you all beat us one day because of that.
yeah,
That's
which was
right.
wild.
And we were running late.
We were down so
and
early.
The mornings
I
are
think
key. The mornings are really key.
Yeah.
We were the last group of people that were able to go from the airport on a Disney bus, right? Didn't that
You
end in
mean
December of 21?
instead of taking an Uber or something from the
Magical
airport.
Express.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about Magical Express.
Yeah.
It had already ended.
Oh, so that doesn't
No,
happen
we-
It
anymore.
was a charter
rode.
bus.
No, we rode it.
It had a Goofy
Yeah.
on it or
We
something.
rode. No, ours was
No, ours
plain.
is plain, which.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
normally it has a TV in there and it plays Disney stuff.
Yeah.
But
So they
ours was
honored
plain.
Because-
people who already had.
In my
trips
mind, it had
booked.
Goofy on it.
No, they just
It was ending.
it was ending. So they were kind of phasing it out already.
And that's why we were like, well, let's just do Magical Express because it'll be like our last time on it or whatever. And then we get the plain white bus with no TV and
Yeah.
no Mickey cartoon.
That's what
and
we
no-
were wanting you guys to have
Bruh.
that experience
Yeah.
of watching the Disney stuff before you actually get to the
I was
parks.
excited to be in Florida in December. So
And see
I was
palm
just
trees.
Like,
Sure.
hey,
Oh,
it's pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, all of it from the moment you land to the it was all cool. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so next thing was we talked about which park you were most interested in going to.
Oh, interesting. I'd
Do you
like
remember
to
what
know.
do you remember what you said?
I would have to say I would guess Hollywood if I had to guess. No.
You were talking about Animal Kingdom.
Oh.
Like crazy.
Did I say Hollywood?
You were talking about
You're
Hollywood.
Oh.
So which one
Hollywood.
which one top tier?
Yeah.
Hollywood?
All day. I could go back to Hollywood. That would if I could take a trip and just do Hollywood the whole time. Honestly,
Wow. Okay.
I loved it. I mean, because you have Black Spire and you have all
Star Wars.
that's Star Wars
Yeah.
and everything.
Star Wars people knew what you were saying.
She's been, I swear.
I thought you were just clarifying, like to
Yeah,
everybody,
it sounded like you were just
in case
clarifying.
you didn't know, Black Spire is
case-
Star
Oh, I
Wars.
didn't.
It's Galaxy's Edge.
I mean,
Okay,
that
for the-
is what I was doing. Duh.
case for the listeners, it's Star Wars,
Wars.
Black Spire, Star Wars. But it's Star Wars.
Toy Story.
Toy Story was awesome. I mean, all of it was awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, I just loved Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. Those were real
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
That whole area was real cool. Hollywood. But Animal Kingdom was fun.
I
but it
really
just
liked
wa-
Animal
it-
Kingdom, and I did not expect to like Animal Kingdom.
I didn't expect to like
Yeah.
Epcot as much as I did. That's a close.
that was my
close
favorite.
first.
Yeah.
Was it? Ah.
Yes, because
liked
when
Epcot.
I went to France, when I went to France,
France, as I would say.
I really pretended I lived there. I stood in line for 4 hours to get a beignet.
No, we did.
No,
No,
a
you got
crepe.
crepe.
It was a crepe. We were just talking about beignets. I got a crepe. I got a nice little coffee.
Yeah.
Ratatouille
Ate
was
Sat on a
awesome.
bench.
Yeah. And I was just, it really looked, I haven't been to France, but I'm pretending I felt like I was there. And then I was like, now I think I'm going to take off and try another country.
Yeah.
We did. We went
to all of them.
We sat and kind of each country. You just kind of find there's like a little nook. I mean, there's like a
Yeah.
little space that you can't see almost from the main drag, and we'd find a little spot, a seat, and just kind of sit there for a second. Just
Yeah,
kinda look
I
around.
wanted
That
to just
is-
hang
I
out
do
and
love
look
that.
at
And,
it.
we did it for quite a few. I don't know if we did it for all of them, but I mean,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, Morocco was really cool because he had those little bizarre, you can go way back in there.
Yeah,
But,
and I've
there's
been
a
to
cool
Morocco,
drink
so
station that's back in there that
It wasn't going. I don't think you said right. I didn't see.
There was, yeah.
It was?
Uh-huh.
But my favorite probably of that, I would have to say, is it was like was it Mexico?
yeah, it's Mexico
Yeah.
with the
big that pyramid. You
pyramid.
walk in, it's but then there's a whole
Restaurant
Willy Wonka
in there.
thing.
That's
where did that come
Yeah.
from?
There's a ride.
There's a whole ride.
We didn't go on the ride.
There's a whole
though,
boat
did we?
ride back
No.
there. No,
You
we
didn't
didn't
do
do
the three Caballeros?
I like
No.
that. Well, I like Coco too. So I just like that. And then maybe I know it's not the same, but I loved it. I love Encanto too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they add some of that stuff because I don't think that was really a thing yet. But
No.
No.
Yeah.
But I just really liked
more
pretending I was
Spain.
traveling the world in an afternoon.
We walked back through Canada, though, back by the waterfall and then up and
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Animal Kingdom was so pretty too because it was so tropical and rainforest. And
Yeah.
that day it was like a nice day or overcast or something.
Yeah.
I just remember liking the weather that
and
day.
we were further in. We we were into
And the
Disney
rides
as
were fun.
much to where like you started questioning things, like almost like what's real, like what's Disneyfy, what's real, and like to the point to where you'd be sitting there and there'd be a bird sitting there, and you'd be like, "Is that a real bird? Is that an animatronic bird?" Like you don't know
Everything's
Disney,
real in
you don't know.
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
But there were birds, man, like that were like cool looking birds that were just right there. And you're thinking, I don't know, but birds
Yeah.
aren't real anyways. So.
But they had all those cool lantern lights
Yeah.
and
Birds
stuff.
aren't real.
It's just like I'm a big atmosphere person, so of course Main Street at Disney World was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then the lanterns in the rainforest, I really like there. Epcot, I just went around the world in an afternoon. It was just
Yeah.
yeah. And well, Universal was really cool. I mean, I don't know anything about
Hollywood,
Star Wars.
Hollywood.
That's what I meant.
You're off the show.
That's the other part.
I'll just go stay with the kids. No, Hollywood was neat because I liked the 50s restaurant.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Oh,
Even though we
yeah.
couldn't all sit together, but our cars were next door to each other.
Okay, that was
was cool.
sci-fi.
God, I'm just
Sci-fi.
done. But
What'd she say?
The
diner-
The 50s
Oh
restaurant.
yeah.
But it
well,
was-
the
it's
setting
the
was kind
style.
of 50s.
Yeah.
Because
but
there's
yeah.
a restaurant called 50s,
prime
prime
time.
time there.
Oh,
So that's why that was.
I'm just going to look stupid.
Sci-fi.
They're like, Katie, we need to get her on 4 minutes
No,
after we return from vacation. because-
Hollywood was the we were in that, which it was a really good restaurant, but we like I think we put in our orders, and then we were like, we can get on this ride right now. You know what I mean?
that was at Hollywood Brown Derby.
Yeah, that's right. And then we were like, okay,
You got a lightning lane.
yeah,
real
and we
quick.
just ran straight to we probably did it in like 30 minutes. Like we ran like
You went
even
to Tower
less.
of Terror.
It was less than that. It had to be less.
oh, that was a cool restaurant.
And we just we
Yeah.
just busted out of there. Kids, we took the girls
Yeah.
and because they wanted to go again. And then that was when Avery was like, I've been on this. Like there was this girl that was nervous in front of us, and Avery. I mean, I can't. That
She's
was
6.
I was C6 or it was 6. Absolutely surprised me. I did not think she was. I mean, she did every ride and like several
did?
times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally ready, gung ho for it all. Couldn't have been more proud of her. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror, she loved.
Brooke
Rock
and
Roller
I
Coaster,
both
she
sat
loved.
that one out.
Yeah, that
Tower,
one was.
but the Tower of Terror, she did. That was the only one she freaked out on, though.
The first time.
The first time
yeah,
she freaked out.
because she's
But
probably
she-
like, "What the?"
Well,
heck
probably
is
because I'm
happening?"
like hyperventilating.
It was
and
that- it
Brooke's
was that
heart rate's
part.
like flying through the roof.
My watch is warning me to call the ER.
It was that part when we started moving and
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
twilight and but it does a great job of setting it up for that. Like it's
It
that
does.
immersion. And I mean, I remember being younger and was terrified of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
and I remember that feeling. So it was just that's a whole other thing. We'll talk. I'm sure we get to
Yeah,
that
we'll get
later,
to
but,
rides here in a second.
with the kid. And
Oh,
So-
what about the
Feeling that.
restaurant, that cantina that everybody only has
Oga's?
45 minutes in?
Yeah, Oga's Cantina.
That was like the
Yeah.
and
coolest.
building the
I
lightsaber.
wish that was like a real place.
Forget about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I loved that. I mean, come on, that was like the coolest thing. And
Yeah,
then the cantina was really cool.
It
Like,
was
I
just
could-
the
Yeah.
atmosphere in there. I felt like I might be in a spaceship for real.
They need to make
Yeah.
that a whole separate
I don't
thing.
think I even because I have the whole thing video. I don't think I've even shown you. Like you building your lightsaber.
I think I saw
You have
snippets
some
of it
Okay.
that night,
Yeah.
but no, I haven't seen all of it. But if they could make that whole like that cantina like a whole thing, like the space restaurant
Yeah.
we went on, that'd be.
Yeah,
I
if they
know.
open that, like even just
We kind of did that later
in,
with
anywhere
that
in
one
the
restaurant.
United
We
States,
Yeah.
I think it would be a hit. It was just so neat.
It was, that's a cool place.
totally.
Let's see. The next thing we talked about was foods. What you looked forward to. Corey, you just overall said dessert, just regular desserts, basically.
Dole Whip.
Katie said crepes,
Yeah.
Dole Whip, and Space 220. You were most excited about.
Yeah.
And
that stayed the same.
So anything
Yeah.
anything beyond that?
I mean, I really like that. And I know you just said there's a local place in Kentucky. I saw it on your Facebook, so I'm going to check that out. But
for the Dole Whip? Yeah. Hoggies.
Hoggies, yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm going to have
Yeah.
to do that. But I did like the Dole Whip, and I really liked, crepes. And then there was that Space 220. I know a lot of people, like, the reviews on it are mixed, but I thought
Yeah.
it was super cool.
It's awesome.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
that was
atmosphere
awesome.
alone was amazing, and we had steak. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great food. I was happy. I loved it.
That was pretty cool.
I don't know. I can't think of like a certain food that stuck out. The drinks at that cantina they were really cool.
They were
They
good.
smoked
smoking
out.
and they
Yeah.
made your
and
tongue
they
numb and
tingly. Yeah.
tingly. That was probably more standoutish.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
you
Yeah.
can't go anywhere and be like,
Yeah.
can I
And
have
the
a
Dole
fizzy
Whip,
drink
that stuff
like,
was always
smokes?
good.
A fuzzy don don.
And the ordering before, like you can order and then wait. You do other things and then walk up to the window.
Like the mobile order?
Yeah, the mobile.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And I will suggest to
but-
parents, if you do the kids hot dog, it is like a foot long. So
It's massive,
You
yeah.
could split
Yeah.
it and save some money. I mean, we only have one kid, but you could split it and they could each basically get a hot dog and split fries.
Yeah, that's
I
what we
mean,
talk about a lot. Is there's so many quick
because
serve
I was
places that
shocked at how
you can order
big kids'
food.
portions were.
Yes.
That I was like,
Yeah.
Yes.
remember what was that? I don't remember the restaurant we went to, but it was at a hotel.
Steakhouse 71.
Yeah, it was a steakhouse, and I did a kid's
You
meal.
did the kids' steak.
and
Yes.
it was a kid's steak, and it was delicious.
Yes.
and I was like, all right,
Kids
now-
filet, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was really good. So
That's right.
That place is that's Brooke's favorite place. now.
that was
Love
excellent food. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I didn't
our
have a
daughter
bad
only
meal
wanted an
there.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown Derby is actually probably my favorite restaurant.
That
there
was
now.
really
I really
I
liked
really
that
love
one
that place.
too.
And then we like Deluxe Burger at Disney
Deluxe
Springs.
Burger was good too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yep.
didn't.
We didn't
We
do
didn't
that
do
one.
that
We
one.
did
But we
Chicken
ate-
Guy.
Yeah, chicken guy. That was good.
Chicken guy was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that
was really good.
That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Okay. So then let's talk about rides. Again, this was another thing too. It was weird on the last show. You talked about couldn't wait to ride roller coasters, and then you, Corey, all of a sudden went on this big tangent about everything at Universal, and we didn't really talk about.
Oh, he
Disney.
did. He was like,
You're
I
like
remember.
naming
I remember
stuff.
Kong.
Yeah.
I remember Jaws.
That's all I remember. I
Yeah.
don't remember anything else from Disney. It
So-
doesn't count,
I
though.
remember.
So rides,
Ghostbusters.
What were your top? What were your all's top rides there this trip?
I think Space Mountain because we rode that so much, and
Yeah.
it's just cool.
Yeah.
And I never got scared. There was the one at Animal Kingdom we rode together, and I was kinda
Everest.
scared.
Everest was
Yes.
It was one of those things.
You and I are probably not good
Yeah,
to pair
and
up
we
with.
rode
We
that
don't help
together.
each other
Because as it's
at all.
clicking, I want to be like, I think I need to get off this ride, guys. But I was like, no.
And you
no.
were saying something about you don't touch the.
Oh, okay. So this is terrible. But I don't want to hold on to my own safety bar because I don't want to make it loose. I want to hold on to somebody else's. But yeah,
She
and
was
Brooke's
like,
looking
I
at me
can't
like,
touch my safety bar. And I'm like, don't pull on mine.
yeah, she's looking at me like I'll elbow you. But I feel comfortable grabbing his safety bar.
I did not know that.
it's just like, you don't want to be laying in the spot closest to the door in your room because if a murderer comes in, like you want a fighting chance, they're gonna have to get him first.
Yeah.
I'm a
Same
good person,
diff.
guys.
Fight or flight.
There you go,
is-
there you
is-
go.
Same
Fight or
difference.
flight is great. It's
Same thing.
definitely.
So as I'm telling Brooke as we're clicking up this thing, she's looking at me like, I will elbow you right in the face.
We were not a good match.
I don't know, man.
Funny.
Probably like I mean, it's weird to say. I liked Slinky Dog. It was weird.
Slinky
Like,
Dog.
Oh, that
love
was cool.
Slinky.
That was neat. I forgot about that.
That one's an easy one.
That was
Tower
easy.
Terror, though. I really like Tower Terror.
Okay.
But I mean, that's not counting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you count like? The Millennium Falcon?
Oh
That's-
yeah,
right.
any ride or attraction. Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
sorry. I'm
Millennium Falcon
Oh,
was
that
fun.
was neat.
the Falcon.
Yeah, and that's where we felt
That
like we
rise.
dropped.
That was Rise of the Resistance.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Rise was cool.
No, I just remember my favorite when I got to fly that
Avatar.
little animal.
Flight of
Avatar.
Passage.
That was
That was
my
cool.
favorite.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
No, I felt weirdly like I'm really flying an animal.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
totally.
And
And
the
the
wind
smells.
was blowing in my hair, and I would literally get the stomach feeling as the
Yeah.
thing dipped
Oh,
down.
yeah.
It was like upsetting when
You
it
could feel
ended.
the banshee
Yeah.
breathe on your
Oh, yeah.
legs.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
definitely my favorite.
So I don't know what I mean. I would have to say it could be a tie between Tower of Terror and Ratatouille. Honestly, I think.
Ratatouille was fun too.
Ratatouille.
That was really cute.
Ratatouille
I
was
liked the
so
atmosphere in
surprising,
there.
and it
Yeah.
was like there was a time, like when they did such a good job. There was a time when you couldn't tell the difference between the transition between practical and like CGI and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
the
Screens,
screen
yeah.
was pretty seamless.
Yes, it was
and then
very impressive.
And the smell, you could smell.
Yeah.
under being under
flames,
the oven.
the
Like,
oven.
I almost don't want to tell them because it's like
had
it was a
just opened.
surprise because
Yeah.
Yeah.
feeling the heat of the fire. Like it felt close.
Yeah.
and then the mop.
Yeah. when
Getting
it's
wet.
And you felt.
Everybody goes,
mop
"Ugh."
water just got on.
And you're like, it's
So
not
I feel
real water
bad.
from the
I
mop,
should have said
guys.
spoilers
Yeah.
because that was I like it could have been a tie, but they're kind of
They're
different.
all so
Yeah.
different.
What about
But I
Mickey
think
and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
That was cute.
That was-
That was really
I
cute
like that
little
one, yeah.
little story.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot there.
Gosh, I forgot about some of this stuff.
I still think Rise of Resistance is the best thing there.
I liked Rise. Rise was good.
And I didn't.
But Flight of Passage is right behind it. Yeah, that's Brooke's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Flight of
Things
Passage.
I love
that were
Flight of Passage.
replaced,
For the
though.
and Soren. We did Soren.
Soren.
Yes, that's
Oh,
where
Soren
we were.
kind of
like,
freaked me out a little bit, actually.
Oh,
really?
I
wasn't the best.
It did me.
Because you're
It's-
actually high. Like you're
You
like
are.
You're actually high up.
You're hanging
and I didn't
up.
like that. I want to be on the ground and feel like I'm high up.
See, didn't scare
and
me.
Test Track.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But they so like there was a
Oh, the end of that. I didn't
Where
like
you
that.
go fast?
Yeah, that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Kylo Ren. Like he was supposed to be in there, but they
Yeah.
replaced him with that.
Yeah,
And then in
you
Oh,
Avatar,
missed
that
one.
was
You missed that
yeah.
one.
Avatar that was supposed to be an Avatar.
That was
there, but-
Navi River.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
you
was a
missed
few
a
of those
couple
things,
things. You
but
missed
I
a
mean,
couple things.
I wouldn't. You could have never. I loved. It was great, but yeah, Ratatouille's awesome. Tower of Terror
Yeah.
is really cool, man. I liked that. But anyways,
Yeah, good.
I think it's cool, interesting.
Yeah, you guys didn't. You only mentioned one thing at Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain. You didn't.
We like Big Thunder. You all like Big Thunder.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Big
did like
Thunder,
Big Thunder. Yes.
Splash Mountain.
Splash
I
Mountain's pretty
like
fun.
that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Splash Mountain. I love that one at
Yeah.
the end. But I mean, I think like Space Mountain is
Space
like
Mountain
Yeah.
was pretty awesome.
known, you
Yeah.
know, for Disney
Yeah.
World.
Which
so,
rides did we not get with them? Peter Pan.
No, we did Peter Pan, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah,
We did Peter Pan.
we did Peter Pan. We
Oh yeah, we
we
did
did,
do that.
we did Small
We did a
World.
lot.
We did a lot.
because
did
we
Small World.
were
we did
there
Haunted
late.
Mansion.
We did Pirates.
We did Pirates. We did Pirates a couple times.
Small World did
Small World.
Mermaid.
Just about. felt
We
like.
did
Did you do Dumbo?
Yes, we did the flying ones with the kids.
Yeah.
You know, the little.
What about-
little kids?
Ariel.
I think. Wait,
I don't-
no,
I
we
don't
did.
think we did do Ariel.
Elsa.
Yeah. Frozen.
That was
Yeah,
Epcot.
we did. That was at
Oh,
Epcot.
Epcot.
Yeah.
Epcot. Yeah, I mean, Epcot. I think we did.
We had very
Barnstormer
little.
Soren. I don't
yes,
think.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
they
we
did
did that.
Barnstormer.
That was
Okay.
cute.
Yeah.
We really made the most of the
We
days.
did
Like,
hit a
we
lot.
would eat.
Seven Doors.
and
Yeah, it's
then
where
we'd
Seven
go-
Doors too,
Yeah,
right?
we did Seven
Yeah,
Dwarfs.
we did.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember that one.
That's
bought
the,
that one.
That's the
Snow White.
Snow White and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You were in that
yes.
like cave thing.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I think we only did it once though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But we did Barnstormer a couple times.
Yeah.
Barnstormer a couple
Yeah,
times.
that was
That
was
one's
fun,
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute. I mean, that's like a good roller coaster to start off with kids.
Yeah.
But Avery
Oh, it's
jumped in
perfect.
hardcore, and I'm glad it went
Yes.
that way because she was like, I want to do
Big Thunder was the first one, right? She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's-
anytime
yeah.
people ask her, she's always like, "Well, I like Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror."
I can't believe she rode
Yeah.
Rock and Roller Coaster. That's pretty impressive,
Yeah.
actually.
She did really.
And I gotta say, I don't think she was actually tall enough.
Well, me either,
think
and that
she-
concerned me. I told
think
Brooke
she
that.
said
I
something.
think
I-
it raised her
close.
hair, and
I-
then she was like,
that
"Yeah,
I was
yes."
pretty
concerned
close.
about that. I was texting
So-
Corey. I was like, "You hold on to her with
she was-
everything you
but
have."
it was like
She
that
was
much.
absolutely fine.
She was totally fine.
She
Yeah.
would have been destroyed if she didn't get
Yeah.
to go.
I
on it.
wouldn't if
Yeah.
I didn't think she. I wouldn't have let her go.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Well, I
no,
was
they-
just
they were
like, because
good.
I was like, I was thinking, I don't think she was tall enough.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
you said, I think
we
that
were
guy
all
just let her
going
go.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all going on. That would have been. She
Yeah.
would have been so.
Oh, she would have been
destroyed.
destroyed. Yeah.
Well, let's good transition. Let's talk about Avery. Avery was she's turning 7 now. Getting
She'll
ready?
be
Yeah.
7
She
next
was
month.
6.
Excuse me.
6.5. What do you think? How do you think her experience was?
Oh, she loved it. She
yeah.
talks about it, and if someone asks her about it, she will describe it in great detail. No, she loved it. The only thing I wish is that she actually ate all that food that we paid for. She
Could have
weighs
called that
more.
though. I mean, but
She's like, I need that $19 like ice cream, and then she takes a bite. She's like, nah.
Yeah.
gotta try it. It was Disney. It's
Yes.
like just,
Yeah.
You got
Try
to
it,
She's
try
got to
it,
get
I'll
all
eat
the
it.
things.
Yes,
I,
but
I eat all my girls' leftovers. at Disney,
anyways.
so
yeah.
it's-
Well, that's what I was
No,
like.
she
I
loved it.
guess I'm
Yes.
gonna eat it.
She
But-
definitely. There were.
What do you think she loved the most? Like, what was it? Was it rides? Was
was
it
Hollywood.
attractions?
Oh,
It was Tower
yeah.
of Terror.
I think it was the rides in Hollywood.
Hollywood. She loved Hollywood. Yeah,
Yeah.
she loved that rock and roller coaster tower. Tower
And I
Terror
think she really
all
loved
day.
being with her cousins too.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like,
Those were
I
pretty.
think
There were some
that
pretty
was-
cute moments.
Yeah. So
Totally.
She and it was her first time like even staying in a hotel. So
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
was like
Airplane.
Jeez, yeah.
And like so she was like super pumped.
Champ. She was a
And she did
she was a
fabulous on the
champ.
airplane.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wasn't
Didn't
nervous,
bother her
scared.
one bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
You
I'm like that turbulence. Oh yeah, what?
I know. I took pictures of you and sent it to your mom. Of him with your
A couple of things.
neck pillow
Yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah. I was. Yeah. If I could have. Nah, I was trying my best.
A couple of things you guys said on the last show was about Avery was that she'll want to go back.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Absolutely.
And then Corey said, more than likely she's going to want me to hold her all the time.
And that was a fact. Oh my God, you guys! I have to text you the photos because you should share them.
You called it.
She's
totally called it.
Yeah.
That added that was a whole different addition because
I
I'll
don't
tell you what, I
think
wasn't going to do a stroller.
She would do it this time though.
No, I don't think so. either.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's only been 6
I don't
months. No, she might.
I think
towards
she's
the
still.
end.
Well, she won't be
maybe. I
held.
don't know. Yeah.
That was tough.
That was.
Lugging her.
I
that
was saying,
tough.
let's just get her a cart, and he's like, no, I'm not just gonna go park a cart with all
Look,
of our things.
nothing against the. I just wasn't
Well, because
for me.
she's
I
6,
didn't
by the
wanna-
way, she should walk.
Well,
Yeah.
but you still that's a whole other thing. Like when there were rows of strollers and then like getting hit in the heat, like
Oh, I got an
'cause
ankle.
It was tough,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Sometimes
I
you
will
got to
say-
do it.
I will
but,
say, I think
I didn't want to do it.
I think at 6.5 when we went, did we had a stroller, right? When she was 6.5? The year before? The Christmas before? I think that was our last time with a stroller.
Was it?
But I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember.
I don't remember her having a stroller.
She might, maybe she did. I can't remember.
Your other family.
Yeah.
That was
We went with the green one,
Philadelphia
so
family.
maybe she didn't, right?
I don't think
Actually,
she did.
she probably didn't. Actually, she didn't.
Might have been
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah.
When we went, when we went in 2019, she definitely had a stroller. That was when we stayed at Yacht Club, right? She had a stroller then.
Yacht Club.
Was it?
No.
Yeah.
That
Or
was
was that-
another
yeah.
thing.
When we
Anyway.
went in June of 2020.
Oh, that was that was the last stroller, right?
Where did we stay on that one?
We stayed at Pop in Wilderness.
Oh, I want to go
Oh,
stay.
the
I like
Wilderness had a great
I
breakfast.
Think we had a stroller.
We had a
then.
stroller.
And
then.
That
you got
was
to ride
her
the
last
boat.
one.
That was
with
when
the-
she turned 6. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was her
That
last
was her
stroller.
last one.
That was her
the
last
boat. The boat ride in the
So
rain.
Avery was 6.5.
6.5, yeah.
And
Yeah.
now
But
she's approaching
again-
7. But I really think if she was going now, I think she would be like, oh, I can walk like 7, Mom.
Well,
Like,
I also think when Eliza went at 6.5, because we went that June and that Christmas.
Yeah.
When she went at 6.5, about that time she had gone like 6 times, so she knew
Right.
what the expectation was.
she knew there was a lot
Yeah.
of walking.
Avery had no idea what
Yeah,
to expect,
that's true.
and you get into that day, part of the day. It just surprised me a little bit when it was like an hour in. She was going to be.
I don't even know if it was an hour. It was like standing in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
To get in.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been standing for about 6
But thankfully,
minutes
she only
here."
weighs like 30 pounds, so it wasn't too bad.
30 pounds after a mile.
Except-
Exactly.
Then it goes to
But,
60.
you know,
Carrying
the
a
fact that
dang
she's
neutron star.
well, she's up to my shoulders, and I look like I'm holding a mini me
Yes.
because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
the same height.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all right.
Okay, so I asked you guys, which was I think a great response. Both of you said when I asked how soon would you go back, and you both actually talked about making this an annual thing. Now, you're not going to go this year.
No, can't go this
Can't
year.
go this year.
But we are definitely going next year.
Yeah. So I was
We
about to
told
say.
Avery
yes.
we will do because
We were wanting to go. We had planned to go this year,
Yeah,
but
yeah, totally.
Texas.
yeah.
and
Go
we're
every
gonna
other year.
yeah,
Do,
we're
like,
gonna go-
beach one year.
Yeah.
we're gonna
Disney
try the
year.
beach,
Maybe,
and then
yeah.
she'll experience something other than,
Yeah.
and then she can be like, oh yeah,
Never
you
been to
know.
the beach. Yeah, sure.
But I
Yeah.
think
I think that'd be cool.
Big part of it is going with family and going with like professionals. I mean, we had professional tour guides taking
Right,
us.
we were your VIP
So
service.
yeah,
we were.
No,
I
yeah.
mean, I just like
Sam was your
Sam was
VIP.
mine because I was like I don't know, and I found Dave at some point and he was like, "How'd you get here?" I'm like,
guys
"Oh,"
would say
and I
that.
pointed at Sam. He's like, "Oh, duh." Like,
Yeah.
Well, I would just wandered aimlessly, usually eating something, and then I was just following, and Sam would
That's
just
right. I remember that.
weave
yeah.
right through.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Because we were like, I remember sitting there waiting for the fireworks, and we said, "Is she gonna know how to get back here? Do we need to tell her?" And you said, "No, she's with Sam."
Yeah.
I know. Mind you, I'm 42 and Sam's 12.
Yeah.
It's like Sam's got her. She'll be okay.
They're fine in pitch black. It was like
Yeah.
dark too.
It was dark. Yeah, it was dark.
And Sam was leading it like this is just the norm for her. She's like, do-do-do.
My neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is my
Yeah.
neighborhood. We gotta
And
go
I'm
down
like,
the street and go.
slow
over here.
down. You're going a little fast.
So the expectation is though you want to go back.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it is such
Yeah.
a great place, and it's not just for kids. I mean, I can understand why adults would just go on their own
Yeah.
too. So I just think it's kind of the best of both. But we're definitely going to go back next year for sure. We've already talked to her. So this year we're going to try it like a beach vacation,
Yeah.
and then
I
next
think
year
so,
we
too.
want to go back for sure.
Next year you got to go Halloween.
That's what I
we're
was
gonna-
excited
Yeah,
about.
Halloween.
She's a Halloween girl.
She
She's
is.
way more
and
of a
nothing
Halloween
will
girl.
scare
She
her.
will
She'll love
freak
it.
out at the
Yeah.
Halloween
The villains,
party.
I think,
It's
would be
awesome.
real cool, and like the
Yes.
smoky. I was excited
Yeah.
about that. That was
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll
go.
probably get a little jealous when
Next
we start
Halloween.
seeing your pictures on
Yeah.
social media. Like, damn, did we make a
yeah.
mistake? As we come
No.
back in July,
And tans.
sunburned.
You'll all have tans.
Yeah.
Relax.
Well,
we're gonna be
going,
tired.
Well, we're going. When are you going fall break or summer?
I think we're going to try to go in July before school.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe fall break would be smarter. I don't know. We're just now looking into it, but
Yeah.
I don't have a travel agent helping
that's
me.
true.
So, yeah.
So our Disney World trip will be fall or in October. So I do want to hit on this because I know how I felt the first time watching with Sam the fireworks show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
watched you,
That was a little rough. It got me.
and to be honest, that
gave you
was
goosebumps, you know,
to be
you're like,
honest,
"Ooh."
that was the best location we have ever seen it at.
That was really great. Yeah, we were
Right.
in
So
prime location.
So what would you, just what were you feeling when you saw that?
It was like, I was holding her. But no, I was holding
Dies.
her, and it was just like holding her and
Looking at her little face.
look at just
Watch.
being here, being there. We made the trip. She had done so well so far, and just thinking like I've been able to provide this for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah. Well,
Okay.
it was just a moment I felt, and I was close to her watching this, being like, man, like if I was like her age,
Yeah.
watching
Yes.
this,
You heard her little voice
I'm her
go,
dad, I'm
whoa.
holding her,
Yeah.
and
You
it's
know.
just a lot of emotions kind of surging, and it's so over the top, it's so wild.
And then
And
it's
like,
like
this
the
is-
words of the song when the
And
person
the words
speaks.
and the all yes, the chord, the
That gets
whole,
you.
all the
Tinkerbell at
music.
the end was my
'Cause
favorite.
Disney
Tinkerbell.
music gets me, dude.
It
I don't
does.
care what
Yeah.
it is. And it like I could be watching a Disney movie and out of the blue,
Just
be
the
like,
opening credits of a Disney movie
Yeah.
puts you in a good mood. Like if you're
Yeah.
ever feeling
Moana
kind
Moana
of
and like
you
all
do
the
that.
movies she loves, and just it all.
But
kinda
then that
popped
show
on.
too,
Yeah.
also,
Ugh.
it's like it has the Moana, which she knows. It has
Yeah.
the
Yes.
whatever, but then it hits the like the Toy Story,
Yeah.
like when you were a kid
you were a
watching
kid,
it,
that's
and
right.
it hits like different.
It's generations up there.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It was-
Generations.
It was. I was.
I know.
I know, and
It
it's
gets me
amazing.
every
It's
time.
amazing how you will have that feeling every time you're there watching it. It's unbelievable. I've been there. We've been there 7-8 times now, and it is a different
Crazy.
show now because before when we first went, it was a different show.
And it'll be different for Halloween too, right?
No,
We'll get-
Halloween
we'll get
has
two
its own.
shows. Halloween has
Yeah,
its
Halloween
own
has its
thing.
own. But the Magic Kingdom ending before it was called Happily Ever After. This one was called Enchantment. You guys saw.
And
it
then
just
before
came,
that,
it was
it was
brand new. When-
Wishes.
Yeah, because you
We
guys
saw
said
Wishes.
Yeah,
that it was-
Wishes. Oh yeah, we saw Wishes the last year.
So we've
The
seen-
first-
yeah.
The first year we went was the last year for that. But each one, man, it is about the kids. I mean, it's even though we love going and we have fun going, but the day that they stop enjoying it will be the day we probably stop going. But right now, they love it.
We're riding it
We're
out.
riding it out, and
Oh, for sure.
And-
I mean, that's such a great way to grow up, though. You know,
Yeah,
to be-
totally.
and you guys do take beach vacations.
Then you get
Yeah.
that.
You do.
then
They
you go on that
do
adult
other
Disney trip.
vacations.
I know.
we will. The four of us will.
Yeah.
You mentioned
Yeah.
it, and then Eliza cries.
Yes.
Like if you mention it in
The
front
thought
of
of
her,
us going
that
without
if we
her?
go without her, it hurts her feelings.
Yeah, we'd have to do it like incognito somehow.
wait,
And
though.
say
Like,
like
get
she's
older,
say like
she's
we're
gonna
going
be
to
like-
Knoxville.
Yeah, I don't know.
Saw these pictures.
I'm telling you, she gets upset thinking that we go without her.
Yeah,
So
it hurt.
Which one of your kids do you think loves it the most, or is both?
right now,
I don't know.
Just
They
different-
love it for
different
different
spaces.
reasons.
they love it
Yeah.
for different reasons. I think
Now.
overall, I think Eliza right now still it gets more excited talking about it and thinking about going. Sam
Thinks of pretzels.
Sam loves
Sam's like we're just
this
going.
is actually Sam's.
We're going to
new
Disney.
backpack.
I mean, it's
Well,
just-
'cause it's
our
a-
vacation.
right, but
Yeah.
I think when it gets to the week before, that's when Sam starts getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she's not like right now. Eliza's been counting down since like 100 days.
Oh, and
I mean,
every night she gets out of the bath, we get in bed, and she wants to watch Disneyland YouTube videos. And we're making a snack list. Like she's got a
I'm
snack
telling
list
you,
going.
That's
And we've
cute.
got
But that girl's gone every year of her life, right?
yeah.
So you know, yeah, she doesn't
So
know anything
that's
out
why she
without
gets
it.
emotional, is because she
Totally.
like, wait, I've only ever experienced
I
this with you
know
guys.
that, and we talk about her is that because we'll be standing there doing something, and we're looking at her just real quick or whatever, and we're always looking at the girls like, what are they looking at? What are they thinking? She really soaks
Everything.
piece of everything in. Like she's looking at the pebble that's in the ground. She's studying she just I know
She's looking
because
at
there's
everything.
hidden things in the concrete.
It's crazy. There's
Yeah.
things everywhere. Like
Yeah.
the
Like we've got a new hidden Mickey that we've got to look for that's over by the Dole Whip and by the camel that spits
Oh,
in the
yeah.
magic carpets.
Yeah.
There's a necklace charm that's in the concrete
Oh, yeah.
over there that we've got
They
to
will
find
find
it.
it.
We will find it.
even like taking the time because you don't like when it gets darker in Magic Kingdom and obviously everything is so. But then like looking at the trees,
Yeah.
and, like they're sparkling. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the craziest thing. Like they're and like you don't like again you don't know what's real. Is that lights
Even the
or is
grass
that-
outside
is
of
that-
the Derby
reflection?
restaurant.
Yeah, what is that?
It was
How
like
Yes,
Yes.
twinkling.
it
I
was.
was like, is that twinkling or
Twinkle.
like?
Yeah. And I always will say that I've said this 100 times on this show, but like, because we've been asked, or especially Brooke's been asked, like when is a good age to take your child, right? And I think we even talked about it on the last episode because you said now that Avery will be able to remember it, right?
Yeah. I think 6 is perfect.
But
Yeah.
but I will
Yeah.
always say that I don't think it matters if
Yeah.
you want to, because think about it.
Like
and
Eliza.
Eliza, even though she doesn't remember when she went when she was 1, 2, or 3, she does remember the feeling of being there.
What's the time?
You know what I mean? Like she may not remember a specific memory.
Of like when you go in, I know I feel happy
Oh,
every time
totally.
I come
at
here.
2, she
Absolutely.
remembered 1, and at
Yeah.
3, she remembered 2. So
Yes.
maybe she's not recalling that
No.
at 7, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
she
always
knows
been
the feeling.
something.
She
Yeah.
knows the feeling.
the moments never change.
That's
like,
right. Yep.
Like you can have that same moment, her being 1 year old, and then have that same moment when she's 5 years old. Like I think the ages change and memories change, but the moments don't. You know,
Yeah.
that's
It's grained in her
that's-
mind, you know, how I felt when I was here.
And there's going to be that
And
one
what
day that
she's gonna see that
you're not
princess.
going to be able to hold her during the
Totally,
fireworks.
yeah.
You
I
know?
know.
And
Yeah.
then you're
Sam,
gonna,
look at
yeah.
Sam's about as tall as Brooke now.
Well, and Eliza does say, because she watches those videos too of people getting married at Disney World, and she says, "I'm
Easy.
going to get married at Disney World."
right.
She probably will.
She probably
She would.
will.
Totally will.
I could totally see
I'm gonna
that.
think about that.
Yeah.
But we all like, and it's always too is what we say. Like even when they're 2, seeing her happy in that minute
Oh man,
That moment.
ain't
Yes.
nothing like it.
is
And when
It's incredible.
you
It's
had a
worth
video
everything.
of her with like Snow White or something,
Yes.
and
Oh.
it
and
was
them doing
just
that.
yeah.
Yes, and
And
video
he-
of her like going up to Minnie Mouse and giving her a big hug.
kissing her nose.
So maybe I take that back because Avery, I think at 6 is aware that it's people in costumes, but at 3 she
What?
would have believed it.
I know.
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? Why you do
Yeah.
that every time?
But I think at 3 or
That was
4
like
she
Corey.
would
I've
have
got
believed
a
it.
story about you.
But having those princess lunches and
Yes.
stuff that you
Yeah.
guys used to take her, like at the right time, Avery would have totally
And I don't
been into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's
don't
right,
know.
that's right.
I still think Eliza.
I don't know.
Oh, you
I'm not
really
sure.
do?
Yeah, Sam does not because she'll say, and she finally admitted, we were at Chef Mickey's one time, and it was a few years later, and she said, we were talking about something, and she was like, I know that's not Mickey Mouse. I was like, how do you know? Because they would ask, how can we see Mickey Mouse?
Maybe
every time?
they're afraid that you guys will get sad because
No,
Sam
I
also
know.
knew Santa didn't exist.
Yeah,
And
but you know,
But I
like,
tell her, I'm like,
she's
I'm
got to
like,
tell Eliza.
I'm like, Sam, I work for, you know, like this is my job. So I know his schedule. I know when he's going to be at what park at what time. And then I just book our
Lies, mother.
So then she went with that for a while. And then finally she said, I saw hair out from the head, you know, from his head. And I was
I
like,
saw Disney out of smoke.
messed up.
Mickey out of
they
smoke
messed
break.
up on that. But Eliza, no,
Well,
she swears
Avery's never
we-
said I think it's a person in there. I just because
Yeah.
she's starting to question things a little bit.
Yeah, Eliza swears we blasted off into space at Space 220.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah,
Well, I wonder if Avery does. She's never
might.
questioned it.
I don't know.
She
I
will
feel like
still-
Avery would like ruin it. I feel like it'd be like, wait, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. If
But I'm sure they've talked about it.
I don't want her to hear because
Yeah, I know.
she truly believes
That we
'cause-
went to outer
yeah, because she
space.
watched. We still go through all of our old videos and all of our old pictures from all the years, and she'll say, "Can you believe we went up into space?" And she was showing Jerry, my sister, his mom, and she said,
Yeah.
and we were showing her, and she's like, "Look, we're going into space. Watch, Florida's going to get smaller."
Oh, that's
And
cute.
then you can see it. So she,
Yeah, I'm
we
sure.
were in space.
But we
She's a
kept it
believer.
up, and we
She
just
said
while
there
we were
was-
doing it.
there
It's
was
not
a
like we.
space dog.
Yeah, we never
Yeah.
said Dave.
No.
This is
No,
but
but Corey. So we were waiting for, and I think both girls know. I don't know if Eliza knows this, but I think she does. We were waiting for the fireworks show, and you're laying on your back with your head on your backpack, just looking up, like
yeah.
checking the castle out and looking at stuff. Kids all around because you know kids are resting their legs, getting a good spot while parents and people are
didn't
still
know.
riding rides, and he's laying there, and then he's like, "There's kids surrounding us," and he's like, why is there a wire from the castle all the way back there? I was like,
I'm leaning back,
no, don't say that.
and I'm thinking like, I'm not at this point. I'm like, how they build it, like how they holding it. You know, I'm thinking like structurally. Like now, I'm starting to get into it. Like I'm thinking like, how they build this? What is that? Like, and I'm thinking like, I wonder why that wire is holding that up. Like, this
Tinkerbell.
is right? Like, there should be
I
another
did
way.
not know you did
And
that.
I'm thinking like,
And I was like,
structurally, and I looked at it for a while. I'm like really following it and seeing where it's going. Like, is that holding something? Like, I'm thinking,
Where's the end
and then,
of the rope?
Yeah, and then finally, I just kind of say, I may, did I ask you directly?
Oh yeah, kind of
Like,
loud.
I'm kind of, well, yeah, because I,
19 kids left crying.
yeah.
Why is there a wire all the way from the castle way back there? And I said,
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was bad.
I went, no.
Okay.
That's how stupid I am. I'm trying to pick apart Disney. Like,
Well,
Disney
You
here.
didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't think you
like,
knew Tinkerbell.
I have to say,
No,
Brooke,
I
you
didn't know. I
you
had no
knew a
idea.
lot of the fun facts because you told me that Tinkerbell is like a very petite female.
Yeah.
And that if for some reason she gets stuck on the wire, they turn all of her.
She shuts her lights down,
Yeah.
and they have to shimmy.
Yes.
And I'm like, that was cool. And also, didn't you say Mickey Mouse is a woman because
Usually.
short?
Yep.
See, that was a fun fact.
Yeah, but they like. So if they don't give her just the right shove out of the castle,
stuck.
I think she gets stuck, and then she can click off her lights.
So that people think she
Terrifying.
just disappears.
Yeah, and then wing, wing, wing,
Well, you
wing.
can still see her.
I think
obviously,
she's
but-
also the highest paid cast member.
Yeah.
I
Like
would
of the-
say, yeah.
Well,
Because you're
she's
getting
risking
pushed
her
out of
life
a
up
That
there.
one that
Yeah.
the one that goes that
Oh
way.
my
That's
God. Could you
wild.
imagine if I was Tinkerbell, the things that I would be yelling out the window?
Oh my
know.
God, there's
That'd
no
be
way you would do
not
that.
Disney friendly.
Be
Yeah,
fired
no.
immediately.
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so let's finish up with really my last questions. My last question was really one that I started with the last episode was really asking about your expectations. Did it meet it? Did it exceed it? What,
Exceeded
what-
for sure.
No, exceeded. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
you can
I
have-
was expecting more kitty type things.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to expect, but I like teacups and stuff. I didn't think that I'd be stepping away from a couple of rides that scared me. So I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a little scary. But I mean, I was like, oh wow. I mean, and how huge it is. Like
Yeah.
I just couldn't wrap my head around, you know, like how much there is to do and why. Like at first when you guys were like, we get up at 6 and we close the park at 11, I was like, you're psychos.
Yeah.
But we were busy throughout the day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it wasn't like we were just, going in a circle. I mean, it was like hitting different parts and different stops.
And to think how big it is to think that each time you go, you can basically have a different trip. That's how much there is to do.
And I mean, I loved our hotel, and I told you guys this too, is like, because I know when we were going to go for Halloween, we were talking about having like a resort day because the
Oh
resorts,
yeah, I could have stayed
So I
there
know
for a
at
day. That place was
the Disney Coronado had they had like fire pits and
Yeah.
like marshmallow.
Yes.
They had all these activities and games and stuff for kids.
It was fun.
And
Like,
the
it
pool
was
was
great.
great.
Girls, that was
Trivia.
our girls' very first time playing pool games.
Oh really? That's cool. That
Because
looked
we're
fun.
never there.
Yeah.
But I think that
Yeah.
it is a nice little like
Yeah.
rest, and it's not like you're just sitting in a hotel room bored. I mean, there's like food and
Oh, yeah.
restaurants
Yeah.
and like all these activities. And I was looking at the activity board of like so many things, and I was like, wow,
Crafts
this is really
and stuff to
cool.
make
Yeah.
and stuff you could really do. Yeah.
And they were fun. They were like MCs. They were
Yeah.
fire, and they did,
Yeah.
they,
And
they
I
were
thought
cool.
Disney Springs was just really neat.
Yeah.
Like when we like walked around and found me a Starbucks. And
Yeah.
The right
remember that
Starbucks.
was like my
The right Starbucks.
I
And
watched
then we
you
couldn't
guys
find
for-
you.
Yeah.
because, yeah. That was,
And I was like
There's more
pointing in the
than
wrong
one.
direction because I have no sense of direction. And I'm like, I'm over here. And he's walking up that way. And I'm looking
honey.
over there.
we are at the other end. Like I'm seeing the
Literally
top. I'm like,
the
I didn't
other
realize
end.
it's quite possible that this is large enough for 2 Starbucks, Katie. I'm like, I'm at Starbucks.
or they were called something else, right?
No, that one was
Joffrey's.
actually Starbucks.
Joffrey. That's
So Corey, it exceeded yours too?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I was very pleased. It was a lot of fun.
It was awesome.
I could. There's no preparing for it. Like,
Right.
You can
Yeah.
watch 1,000 different. We watched videos and thought a lot of things, but you can't.
I know.
It's crazy. It's like I said, complete immersion. You are not. You're not where you think. Like you're not in Florida. Like you're
Yeah,
not
you're
in
not.
America. You are not
You
in
have
this
no
world.
idea.
They
You're
actually
a
have their own little government, I
Disney
think.
Yeah.
universe,
Yeah.
and it is. If you allow yourself to kind of be in there and just
And you do close out the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
close out
It's
like
a whole nother place.
anything.
I
Because
don't
it's
even know if I
so
looked at my
big.
phone.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't know. Like it was like I just
Just to get lightning lanes. That's all we did.
all we
that's
did.
well yeah. I had you guys for that. And
Well, I took
like,
a lot of pictures.
Took
And
pictures
Corey-
and videos.
No, I
The
didn't
only
touch
thing-
my.
I know you did.
I really
negative
tried.
was
I was
losing
like,
his
no
wedding
phone.
Oh, that's right.
You did lose your wedding
that
ring.
was bad. Yeah, that's not.
It's
that
been
wasn't good.
replaced, but
So yeah. No, it was awesome. I don't know.
I think I even said on the last show or something. I remember. I think I looked at you and I said, like I said, you guys have no idea what you're gonna get. You're
No.
getting into. Like it can be overwhelming. I think we even talked about a little bit about, how would you go about this if Brooke wasn't helping with the trip? You know what I mean? Like,
oh god.
like if we weren't there,
I can't imagine. I can't.
I
I
would be
can't imagine. I don't know.
texting. You would be
I don't-
very
Yeah.
annoyed and pissed, honestly. I'd be
We
like,
would have
hey,
done-
I'm standing here and I just send a picture. What do I do now?
We would have easily done about 40% of the stuff we probably wouldn't have done if it hadn't
Yeah,
been for you.
that's
Like
true.
we
Yeah.
just wouldn't. First of all, wouldn't have known. Like we just wouldn't. We would have been like, oh, we saw this and that. That was that.
He's
that
right.
was it. We left. And
Well,
like,
let
they're
me
like, you
just-
didn't.
It was
That
awesome.
was that wasn't nothing. Like,
Yeah.
there was a whole side of the park you didn't see. We're like, what? Like that would have. That's how.
Yeah,
it
and I
would
think I
have been.
said something once
There's
about
no way.
wanting a certain type
We'd
of
have been
food, and
looking at
Dave's like,
maps,
hang
like-
on. And I just follow him around this weird little curve area, and then
Yeah.
there it
There
is.
it
And I was
is.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I can't imagine. Not
It's like
I
pot
can't
stickers or something.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
ooh,
right.
what are you?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I ordered
Did.
some kind of like Asian food.
Yeah.
And
Lightning
it
lanes,
was
all
like,
that.
boom.
I know, right?
We wouldn't have rode half, not even close to half the rides because we would have not even known. Especially for getting your money's worth, if you're staying like on a resort, like that first, like that, the morning is the key. Like you
Yes.
you could probably do a lot of that stuff, and then like maybe lunchtime or after you can find go somewhere else. But that first hour, like getting in that hour before
Anybody else does.
anybody
Oh,
else,
that's
Yeah.
huge.
that's where
And we were lucky to have an hour. It's
Yeah.
30. It's 30
It's usually
minutes.
30 minutes,
but
yeah.
that
we
30 minutes
crushed.
key.
2 or 3 would.
Yeah.
I mean, we would
Oh, yeah.
run. We were
Yes.
yeah,
and to get to these rides, and that for me,
Yeah,
was
the guys would
best.
run to
And
get
we-
in line, and
Knowledge.
we'd have the kids, and we were like tagging along behind.
Best piece of knowledge right there. Because
Yeah.
it's
I
like,
think
look,
we
wake
hit-
up a little early, grab yourself a coffee, hop on that bus, and get there in line
Yeah.
when the gates open for an hour.
Early
That is
park entry is
crazy.
key.
Yeah.
And you guys
Not-
nailed it as far as how to dress in December. For the most part, it's warm,
Yeah.
but bring a sweatshirt.
I
And
was-
then by
yeah.
10:30, 11, you're taking
Yeah.
the sweatshirt off, wrapping it around your
Yeah,
waist.
that wasn't a problem.
And then in
Yep.
the evening, you're like, I'm going to put that right
back
back on.
on.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to mention or?
Man,
Say-
I don't know.
Book with
I
my
don't-
Aunt Brooke. Book with my Aunt
Book.
Brooke.
Book with my
Brooke.
Aunt Brooke.
Book with Brooke. That's
Book
the
with
term
Brooke.
I'm using.
Oh, that's
Book
so-
with
really?
Brooke. Yeah.
That is
Did
cute.
we say that before? Is
Yeah,
new?
that was the last.
Book
That
with
was the
Brooke.
last
last
couple
show.
episodes. I said book with Brooke.
Book
Hashtag book with Brooke.
Bookie
Brooke.
with Brookie.
Bookie with Brookie. That's funny.
Yeah,
Hundred
that's
percent.
cute.
100%. Yeah.
And I liked
can
whatever you
imagine.
said about moments. I think that's a good little tagline too.
Yeah.
Because moments
Memories,
don't change. or
memories
whatever.
change, and time changes. You know, people get older, but
those
the moments
moments-
don't change, man.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
can have those moments 1,000 times, and it's.
And I
that's
think
great.
that is
That's
really
a good
important
one.
because
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
It really is true because look at Avery looking at it at 6 and then looking at it at 10, looking at
Yeah.
it at 16. She's always going to be amazed and kind of be
Yeah.
like, oh.
Even if she free.
That was my first day is when we got all that food. I mean, we had so much food and we
Yeah.
had like prime seat location. And
Yeah.
your legs are tired from all day, so you're so grateful to sit. But then
Yeah.
you got a nice cold Diet Coke and French fries
And looking around.
I think I calculated it. I think we walked enough to walk to Louisville. I think, which is about. I think it was 65
we
miles
easily-
or
yeah,
something.
we
Oh, I'm
easily-
sure.
Yeah.
70
during the
I can't-
course of the trip.
Yeah, on my watch,
we were
I
doing
tracked it.
10, 15 miles a day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you know what? That
yeah.
made me feel better about all the unhealthy things.
You
that
actually
I was
said
eating.
that in the last
Yeah.
episode too.
Yes, because I was like, I'm glad I'm eating this as I shove my face with all the
Yeah.
things that I
Oh, it
ordered
was
and
good.
what Avery ordered.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was good. I really liked. There was like some. I think it was the same place. I think it was Animal Kingdom. Actually, I think there was this drink with
drinks?
with the boba balls,
Uh-huh. That's Eliza's favorite.
and then there was this like
it's called
pot
the Lotus
sticker thing,
Blossom.
The what?
like the pot sticker thing with
That was it was
The
a
bail
bail
bun?
bun.
The
that.
bail bun.
That was really good too.
A cheeseburger pod.
Yeah.
Yes.
bail
That,
bun.
okay. All right. So that's my food.
That had the
then.
coleslaw next to
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's my food. So kind of going
And the
back.
chips.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that
Any
one's
other
a good
Do you have
one.
a food
stood
highlight
out.
on your Instagram? Because that would be.
I know.
Just to have
yes.
all the food
What I need to
stuff.
do is, and this is a side conversation we can have later, but is get pictures from everybody. Mm-hmm. Because you're
Yes.
talking about the lightsaber build, and I need a video
Oh,
because I'm
yes.
never in there.
I know it's true.
I've never been in there.
I have pictures of us in that restaurant with the smoky drinks.
Yes.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
And on the little moped outside of
That
Rat
canteen.
Oh, yeah.
That canteen
In
was
France.
Really cool.
Yeah, when I was in, that's what I kept
When I was in
saying
France.
too. I was like texting people, like, "What's the long day? Oh wait, I'm in France, but I'm really not." But I was texting and I
Yeah.
was like, "I'm enjoying my coffee in France."
Black Spire was pretty cool.
I love Black Spire at
Yeah.
night. Like Black Spire at night.
At night, that's probably my favorite.
It's incredible.
That was
it's
cool.
breathtaking.
Yeah.
It's breathtaking.
Because then I that hood,
That's
man.
Star Wars for those of you
Being a
who
little
don't
bit dressed
know.
up.
You wore that
Just
hood.
being a little bit dressed up. I love the cosplay
Yeah.
and stuff, and that was cool. Being dressed up and kind of.
He came to do. Dave also hosts a Star Wars podcast, and
Yes.
Corey wore it. I think he went upstairs
Oh,
to do
for,
it, and he
yeah,
wore
for
it
Dark
in-
Knowledge. Yeah.
in our
He wore it on our
house.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Went up.
I'm gonna
and,
get-
and I remember
I don't know if
sitting
I've
in the
told
kitchen
Dave
making
this.
something to eat, and being like, "God, he's a nerd."
That's my man.
It's my
I don't know if
man.
I've
That
told
is
Dave,
my
Dave
man.
this, but I want to get a little bit more
got a cape.
Sithier almost each episode.
yeah, okay,
Like
okay.
I,
He'll
at
wear
one point, I'm going to wear
eyes.
the contacts, and that may be a little distracting. But
Was
I'm
that
gonna-
hood? I guess 'cause
Yeah.
you're
The hood was-
you're Sithish.
I'm very
very
villainy. I love
Sith.
the villains. That's why I was excited. Can't wait to go to during Halloween. It's going to be awesome.
Yes,
Which is hence the color of the saber you chose.
The red, which is
red.
what we talked about. Which maybe we can even talk about on the show.
I don't
wish
think
they-
I was actually thinking we haven't really talked about your trip to Batuu.
No,
Really.
I wish we could do. I wish they would do a Sith version somehow
Yes,
of
you did
the
talk about
saber
that.
building because you're sitting there. It's like Jedi, like,
But,
but like
but
I
we
want
did
to.
talk about that. But we did talk about that.
Yeah, we did.
Sith usually you have to kill a Jedi to
Well,
get your
we don't
saber.
have to
So,
get-
there's not really a ceremony.
Oh
No,
well,
but you could find. You could, and you have to bleed the crystal.
You have to
So-
bleed the crystal.
so,
That
yeah.
would be cool. That would be cool.
That's a
That
little
would be
rough, but
Yeah.
Whatever. They can figure it out. They're smart.
Yes.
It's Disney.
Well, we're happy that you guys survived for one, but
We thrived. It was
What was
awesome. I
your
loved
favorite
it.
part of going with the Cooley?
Every moment.
I feel like
all
I had
those
to-
moments.
I feel like I had to be pepper
There was
upper
lots of moments.
sometimes. I feel like I was like, come on, let's go. Happy, wake up, let's go. Like, there's some times when I think you guys were kind of dying out a little bit. I know Avery, there was a couple
Me and
mornings.
Avery were ready to strangle
That
him.
you are?
He came.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. So he's peppy. You're peppy every morning, actually.
Well, I
And
like
me
to
and
start the
Avery are
mornings
more
off.
Let's go.
Happy,
Get the bus.
Yeah, well, hey,
It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
He wakes up very
Disney
happy.
people. I'm like,
and
Disney, just
pep-
please
And
just
we're
give me the stop.
already at the bus stop
Yeah, you
waiting
guys-
on y'all.
Yeah.
You guys
And
were-
me
no,
and
I would
Avery
hear
are
you.
like-
I would wake up. I mean, I would hear
You
you
get us
guys.
coffee and everything.
Because
But
we
I-
would text.
Yeah, so I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready too, and so I was like, and I mean, she went. I went to go downstairs, get her a coffee. Avery wanted a applesauce, and I was there, and I knew I had to be there because a line would hit, so I knew I had to be there early. So I'd be the first one there, ready to go, and you couldn't open up the thing because it's locked. So
Yeah.
you're waiting on the guy like
True.
it is 8 or whatever
Yeah.
time o'clock. This should be unlocked. Anyways. Yes, it's those
No.
little things. It's those little things that
Yeah.
you're able to pick up on and figure out.
By the third day, you had it down. You're like, I need to be here at this time.
Yeah.
Like this,
But
like
I
this.
still, we still were on that second bus.
No, it was great. It's always good. Look, you guys are the first
to all
family
the
that
normies.
we've
Yeah.
gone with.
Do
We've
what?
gone with friends.
Talking to all the normies. We don't know what they're doing. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
No.
That's not, we had Brooke. That's why. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why we've been right there. Like,
Oh, what do we do?
With Brooke. I
Where
don't
do we
know.
go?
It's
Always.
subliminal message.
Let's go to
Magic Kingdom. No, sir.
No, I do think that the next trip we do, which we already said that the trip we're doing in October, that we are still going to keep, because we've never done a day off.
Oh, so you
yeah.
are going to keep.
We're going to keep the day off, even though you guys aren't going.
Which we struggled with. A
Well,
little bit, didn't we?
you could always change your mind. That's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah,
like
Because
if
I was
you're-
supposed to be
Kind of.
golfing. I was going to go golf Magnolia. And I was
Yeah.
so excited about
Oh,
that.
right.
And that's
Okay.
not going to happen. I will
Yeah.
one day.
I was trying to
Yeah,
get a
'cause we were
massage.
thinking, should we?
Mickey
Now that they're
ears.
not going, we could totally go to another park. That'll give us 8 park days or 9
Yeah.
park days or something.
8 park
8
days. Yeah.
park days.
You may like it. Who knows?
I think we will, just because
Well,
it
we
is.
added something to that day.
Well, we added the party that night. So,
So we're
we're
going.
going to
so
the
we
Christmas
will
party.
go to the
yeah,
park.
we're going to the party.
That's
that
Oh,
night.
see, that'll be a great actual day, though.
Yeah.
Take
You
a
know,
rest during the day. Yep.
So
Because
so
we're
we're not
gonna sleep
fully
in.
we're not fully missing anything.
No, that's good.
Our plan is to sleep in,
Yeah.
and we're at yacht club.
Yes.
Let the girls swim at the pool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yacht
And you technically have a ticket.
I have a ticket.
So I could steal your band and go get some food at Epcot.
he
still.
was thinking about like just taking my band and going to
not?
Epcot, but
Oh, that was another thing. We took a trip to see the different hotels, didn't we, or something? Or no, maybe we just went to that.
we would
gingerbread
eat like
house.
that. We
yeah, we
But
did.
But we did see a couple different like.
You saw Contemporary.
Yeah.
You saw
Wilderness
Grand
had
Floridian.
the
We walked
great
through
saw
another
breakfast.
We went
Wilderness.
to a gift shop or something.
Grand
where-
Floridian.
Grand Floridians.
Yep.
Yeah, we took the
kids
monorail.
get their pins.
monorail.
and
That
stuff.
monorail
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
And the
The boat.
The-
you got to ride the boat.
what was
from
the
the
train
wilderness.
or the
Skyliner.
Skyliner, which
Yes.
there was once or twice stopped a little. Remember that was
It's a little freaky.
it was fine, but it was sometimes
Why did we
First-
ride the Skyliner?
We just wanted to give them a
Yeah.
chance to ride it.
Okay.
so-
we rode it one
Well,
time.
yeah. Did you ride it? I don't know if
Yeah.
you rode
Yeah,
it.
she was
Oh,
on it.
okay.
We rode it. I thought like 2 times.
Where did we? Yeah, we
don't
had no
even remember
reason
what
to
we
ride it,
did.
but we must have. I think we did it from
don't know why we did it.
Hollywood. I think we got on it at Hollywood and just
Yes.
rode it to.
I think you're right.
I don't know where
Did
we went.
we didn't ride it to Epcot and then get on a bus. No, we didn't because you'd have to have park because we'd have to go.
I don't know the reason. I, can't remember the reason, but
Little
we did.
things, man. It's just
Yeah.
all those
But we did.
little.
Yeah.
It's so much.
It
It's
is.
Yeah.
so much, and I'm just happy I had.
We
Thank
had fun.
God.
I think that
Yeah,
was
it
really
was
fun.
fun.
It was fun. It was
Definitely,
awesome.
definitely great.
Yes. So thanks everybody for
We
listening.
didn't show off our new things.
I know. Definitely.
So we're giving this away. No, I'm just-
Sam's new items because we
Are
always
those
talk
her ears
about
or your ears?
these are hers
Oh wow. Okay.
because she's a massive pretzel girl.
yes.
Eats tons of pretzels all week. Yep.
Yes.
Pretzels.
And then my new lovelies.
I know.
Thanks to my hubs.
Don't touch it. Don't
Yes.
breathe on it. Don't look at it.
Those are the those are the
Don't think about
Shanghai
it.
Disney coach ears, right?
Yes.
Yes, the red
So cute.
ones.
Those are awesome.
They are cute.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was telling them before, I always snap my ears because some of them hurt. Can't snap these babies.
No, too expensive.
Not
Yeah.
the Shanghai.
Not the
Not
Shanghai.
the Shanghai.
Not the
Snap those, he
19.
snaps you.
Not the 2016.
Not the 2016s, baby.
And you haven't gotten them back
Pristine.
yet, but our buddy Anthony
Yep.
got you the beignet ears, right?
Yes, I'm so
Oh.
excited. Yes. Oh, I can't wait for those.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because that's my favorite snack.
Yes, beignets.
man.
Beignets.
Yeah, that's probably where we.
Beignet.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you guys need to stay at. We'll try Beach Club next time they go,
Yeah.
so we can get that pool.
Yes.
I think the adult trip needs to be wilderness, though. I think I'd like to stay there.
Or Grand Floridian.
Contemporary.
Yeah.
It's contemporary. One of those big ones. It's
Yeah.
nice.
A little contempt.
We could do club level and
Contempt.
just get free food all the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
It's not a
I
bad
know.
idea at all. It's basically free drinks.
Especially
We like
since
to
the
eat.
monorail's running to Epcot now.
Yes,
Because then
that's
you
right.
can just run back real quick.
Yep.
Because
Disney
then
adults.
Anyway.
whatever Avery would waste, I wouldn't even care.
All the sodas
Avery's
you
not
want
gonna be
all
there. It's
day.
the adult Disney trip.
The adult
Oh,
Disney
well,
trip.
that'll be like 10 years from now.
Could be. Yeah.
Kids would be very
Yeah.
upset.
We'll have to wait
Yeah,
for
that's,
Eliza.
that's definitely true. It's going to be that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right. Thanks, Coolies, for joining.
Bravo.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, they'll be
Pleasure.
back, I'm sure. Thank you all for watching and listening. Again, thank you for our new patron. Hopefully, we get some more coming, more
Yes.
content coming. And of course,
Book with Brooke.
book with Brooke at Brooke Cottingham Travel
Booking with
on
Brookie.
Facebook. Everything's opening back up.
Halloween party, like the
Halloween
real
party is out.
Not Boo
Yes.
Bash, but the real Halloween party
Mickey's
is
Not So
back.
Scary Halloween Party is back. We bought our tickets this past week. And then, of course, Rumblings of Dining Plan possibly coming back. So you never know.
Some hints.
Yep, some hints of that and all new stuff coming. So thank you all. Take care. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Toodles.
See ya.
See ya real soon.